everyone, this is Sailesh from AsianCultureVulture.com. We've come to the end of Cannes Film Festival 2023, the end for us anyway. I'm with Brigitte Kerackian, who's part of the ACV team covering Cannes Film Festival 2023. Brigitte, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much, Sailesh.
Are you not sad that it's come to an end?
Yes, time is too short, right. And we are running after time every day. But it was a really nice festival, very varied, very different things to see, and the weather was with us on the second week.
Yeah, it was better. It was a bit mixed. It started nicely, then in the middle it went a bit bad over the weekend, and then now it's beautiful. So it's kind of a little bit sad to be leaving, but right. All good things must come to an end. Let's start with the red carpets. I covered two, you covered your first red carpet.
It was my first red carpet.
Yes, well,
what an emotion. Hello, this is Brigitte Kerackian.
Harrison Ford, alias Indiana Jones.
His director. It was very moving because we all grew up with Indiana Jones in our youth.
Absolutely.
So to see him here, and he was very moved. That's what I heard about just after the screening.
Yeah.
So this is nice to see that he's always so emotional still with his audience.
I think it is something special for some stars to walk the red carpet. Because it's a career highlight for them. They get to pose and be with the cast and crew and the director of the film. I was there for The Killers of the Flower Moon, Martin Scorsese, who hasn't been here for a while, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. I got a bit excited seeing them all. How starry can you get? That was amazing. It was a fascinating lineup, and with the Native Americans too. We weren't able to get into the film, but being on the red carpet was a little bit special. And I was also there for the opening, the first time we've ever covered the opening film, which was Johnny Depp. And you must have caught some pictures of that and seen some of our video.
Yeah, I've seen some videos, you're right.
Jean de Barry features Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it was a big event to have Johnny Depp on the red carpet and in Cannes this year.
Yes, and with the French director Maïwen and the film Jean de Barry. How do you think that went down with the French? You were in touch with the French public? You are French.
Well, I'm sure French were very proud that this story was told, and it's good that Maïwen, who is a female director, brought this story to the audience. But at the same time, I read that some purists, historical people, would have liked her to be more faithful to some real story. But on the other hand, as a director, you have to be creative and capture your audience.
Absolutely,
so,
it's fiction.
She did what she wanted to do.
Coming now to the opening of the India Pavilion, which was on the second day here. How was that for you? What was your impressions of it?
Oh, I loved watching Sara Ali Khan. She has something so genuine, so spontaneous, and you can see that she cares for people. And I was very pleased to listen to her and what she said. I think she's a great actress, and the choices she made on her career are very interesting. So I'm glad I've seen her.
Yeah, she was very impressive. She made a short speech. It wasn't scripted or it was unprompted, and I thought she came across very well. She spoke very well about Indian cinema, and a real ambassador for the Indian film industry. And who are the other stars there? There was a bit of a line. It wasn't quite like last year when you had 7 mega stars, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, well, the stars were...
there was Urvashi Rautela, Manushi Chilla, Vijay Varma, and there was the minister from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Al Murugan. So it was a good strong lineup. Coming now to the Indian film and the directors we've interviewed. We spoke a bit earlier actually to Anurag Kashyap and his film here, Kennedy, which has a midnight screening, which is just a little bit later, a few hours from now, and we talked a little bit about the red carpet and what it would be like on the red carpet. I mean, he's a veteran at Cannes. What did you make of Anurag Kashyap and the film?
Well, I love Anurag Kashyap's work for so many years, and it's always very entertaining, very interesting, and he's exploring different type of cinema. He came to Cannes several times as a director and a producer. So this year it's a different movie, and it was very well shot. Really, the work on light, on sets, and the way Rahul Bhatt was also shot.
If you like Rahul Bhatt, this is you have to watch this film because he's tremendous in it. And
I had seen Rahul Bhatt in Ugly, where it was a very tough character, and here again he's renewing his acting. He's deeply involved in this thriller. It's a quite dark story, but it was very well shot, interesting. Really, I think that
I enjoyed the story. I think I enjoyed it a lot more than Ugly. Ugly is a really tough movie emotionally, and there's a high body count, but I think if you're a little bit distant from that, it works. And it's typical Anurag Kashyap. If you like his work, I think you'll really like this movie.
Yeah, I'm happy that he's in Cannes this year with this movie.
So then we have to talk about Agra, which is the other Indian film in official selection in the director's fortnight. What were your impressions of Agra?
Agra is a deep exploration of the pressure in families, and also the sexual frustration of young men in their families, and how space is influencing also the development of the sexuality of a young man. Well, you can feel how narrow this family is, how it's tough, how they're fighting with each other, and each time Kanu Bale has a description which is quite dry.
It's a little bit of a challenging watch, but I think if you stay with it, it's got a lot of very interesting stuff going on, and in our interview, Kanu Bale talked about that. Mohit Agrawal, who plays Guru, the main character, was also very articulate about this man and his situation, and there's a combination of things going on. There's a lot of a lot of things bubbling underneath, which I think people will recognize in India when they go. There's a lot of microaggressions which are happening all the time, and the interplay between the characters and the family relationships, and everything is a little bit opaque and complicated, and nobody's being transparent or true to themselves. They're repressing their true feelings for whatever it is they're feeling, and I think the movie is terrific on that level of having that cast of characters.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Can I talk about the sexual pleasure in another country, which is Pakistan?
Yeah.
And in this movie, Zara Khan takes the point of view of a woman, which is really very different from what we've seen until now in
that was Zara Khan's film In Flames, which is in the directors.
It was in the director's fortnight. And I appreciate
the same section as Agra.
Yeah. And I appreciate that he took the point of view of a woman, and also this feeling that you have to hide all the time. And the way he told the story, it started as an average love story. And at the end of the movie, you can see that women want to take the lead of their lives. And Zara Khan is a Pakistani director.
Pakistani Canadian.
Yeah, and he was raised in Canada. So I really appreciate that he's telling this kind of story. I think it's important.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's billed as a horror film, but it's not really a horror film in the jump out of your seat and be scared. It's really a horror in the sense that there's a lot of repression, there's a lot of mental anxiety and turmoil within these characters, and he shows that graphically, and that's where the horror comes from, I think. And again, it's another very watchable film. It's a little bit hard, a little bit tough, because these people are going through a very hard time emotionally, and I think you have to be in that zone to watch that kind of movie and enjoy it, and I think you can enjoy it, and it has a pretty explosive climax, I think.
Yeah.
If we can put it like that. So we come now to the highlight of this year. Brigitte, what was the highlight for you?
Well, for me, it was the red carpet with Harrison Ford, of course, with Indiana Jones. But I was also very glad to see that Aishwarya Rai was on the carpet this year again.
Of course.
Yeah.
We should talk about Aishwarya Rai because that dress or cover or cloak or whatever has attracted a lot of attention.
I suppose so, yes.
What did you think? Did you like it?
Personally, no. I think that she should show her hair and her shoulders, and well, she has such a beautiful behavior in her beautiful dresses. Well, the dresses we've seen in the past years. So, well, it was not my favorite.
No, well, I also thought, but it made a statement, and I think it did a job in attracting a lot of attention, and people they couldn't feel neutral about it. They either liked it or they hated it, really. Loved it or hated it, really.
Yeah, I suppose that in India it was commented a lot.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. And what about the other side? There's obviously Sapna Choudhary walked the red carpet, Urvashi Rautela and some of the others who've been here, so Ali Khan, I'm trying to think now, Diana Penty. There were a few of them who walked the red carpet and all made an impact in the way that they came on. Our red carpet, we were very high up. It was a fascinating area because you could see everything that was going on. The galley directors, the announcer, the compere, the red carpet compere, and Thierry Frémaux, who was the director of the Cannes Film Festival. He was very close and you could see the stars come up and interact with him, and that's really fascinating. You don't get a bird's eye view. You see the camera shots, or sometimes we've been down, you get good shots of the stars walking, but we're quite far away from the top where people are greeted, and
we could see Aishwarya Rai speaking with Thierry Frémaux, and you could see that they had a close relationship because they know each other for so many years now. So it was great to see that. I appreciated it, really. What are your highlights, Sailesh?
So my highlight, well, it was a mixture of things. The red carpet and being on there, especially the first one, being so high up and seeing that, never seen that before, and I thought it was amazing. And it was good interviewing Sapna Choudhary. That's a Hindi interview which you will be able to see, find out more about her, and also Urvashi Rautela, and meeting her, and that interview in that you were not there, but there was a fashion closet in the Martinez. We're literally sitting in a fashion closet. Look at the dresses around us, and we are with the amazing Urvashi Rautela, and that was an amazing, we did that quite late and we didn't expect it, but it came off very well. It was very interesting meeting her.